Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I got another Farming Tales video for you. Farming Tales came out with some crazy updates uh, yesterday, yesterday morning, where they let us know that they are actually implementing the product system here today, Monday, the 27th. This is the first part. There's actually going to be split into two parts. Part one, which should give us just the initial products. Basically, right now, if I go ahead and harvest anything that's in my farm, I'll get cessed for it straight to tokens. For example, if I harvest here, it's not ready yet, but if I went ahead and harvested this, I would just get the tokens that come along with it. Um, but after this update today, what's going to happen is every time you harvest, you're going to get the different products. For example, when I harvest these geese, I'll go ahead and get geese eggs or goose eggs. When I harvest the hens, I'll get the eggs from here, milk from cows, the vegetables from the garden, and so forth. And all of those we go right over here to your barn. So what I'm guessing, and this is pure guess, is that after the update, there will be you see these green circles? There will be another one of them right in front of the barn here or in the barn. I'm not sure the exact placement, but you'll go ahead in there and you'll see all the different products that you currently have available from harvesting. And then you can sell those directly for cessed. And I think they said initially in the part one, you're just going to sell everything that you have in the barn at once. You can't pick and choose what you're going to sell. So you can sell everything for a certain amount of cessed. So it's essentially doing the same thing as harvesting straight to cessed, but it's the first part just to make sure the product system works. Once they test that out fully and everybody is happy, they'll go ahead and implement part two, which part two is where you actually have the products that you can take to New Waxchester and produce into better products. You can produce into different types of food or other types of products that you can sell for a higher amount of cessed, trade on the secondary market, eventually use for the weekly competition, not the weekly competition, the weekly tasks, and get additional rewards. So this is step one that we've really been waiting for. It's these two parts need to happen in order for New Waxchester to be available. I'm not sure how long they're planning on testing this first part with the barn, but I'm happy that it's going to be implemented here soon, probably in like 12, 14 hours. It'll be available for everybody to go ahead and play and test. So that's great. That's a great update from the team. In addition to the product system, they have also mentioned that there's going to be some additional adjustments or features added for New Waxchester. If you go to the Discord and you check out this section right here, the first thing that they mentioned is a halving system, basically an economy that's based on scarcity, which I think is a great thing. We all see if we go over to the Atomic Hub that some of the prices have basically gone down quite a bit for a lot of the products that you can craft in game, and mostly that's because of the overcrafting. People have just been crafting nonstop. What they're going to introduce is basically a system that, from the point that it's implemented, it'll cost more and more every time that we craft. Every certain amount, they'll increase the cost of crafting. For example, let me go over to the marketing game here, which will essentially mean that it's more expensive to craft, and then that means there's going to be more limited amount and more scarcity, and just basically the value of the different items should increase. For example, and this is pure speculation, right now it costs 2,500 cest for a cow. Once this is implemented, it's going to continue to cost more and more and more to the point where it costs 5,000 cest to craft a common cow. And they could continue to go from there until the point where it's actually very hard to craft, which means the value of those that are on the secondary market would increase significantly as more players come on board with New Waxchester. I think it's a good feature. You see it in other games. For example, Castles has that having feature when they get to 500,000 farms crafted. they'll go ahead and double the price that it costs to merge to the next level from farm to ranch and so forth. It costs a lot more. That's a similar characteristic to here, that it's going to get to the point where it's going to be expensive to craft, so the secondary market value should increase. At least that's what has happened in other games. In addition to that, in order to attract more players to the game, they are looking to bridge into other blockchains. Um, Solana is the one that they have mentioned here. Basically, not the entire game. It will be mini games for New Waxchester once that's available. And then I can see down the road that they would provide more to the Solana blockchain, more than just the mini games. But they also mentioned a neat feature that the mini games are actually going to be free to play. And New Waxchester, that's like the tractor race that we're talking about. But if you get certain NFTs, it's going to boost your different skins, and then also boost your I guess your gameplay, the way how fast the tractor goes, or something along those lines. So it's free to play. I like when they're adding that because that attracts more people to the game to test it out, see if they like it. It just makes more appeal. I think it's a great idea both for them to have that free to play option on Wax and Solana. So now you're getting two different blockchains that are going to be out there. So this adds more value to Farming Tales. So I think it's a really cool feature that they're doing that. In addition, they mentioned on July 18th, they are going to be announcing a huge partnership, something that's going to revolutionize the world of blockchain games. I'm not sure what that huge partnership is going to be. It makes me very interested because they've been connecting with a lot of real world products and trying to branch out that way, which has been super neat to see. I wish more games would do that, combine the virtual and the real world. I think that's a neat option. And then the last announcement they have here is just a reminder that the plushies are still going. Unfortunately, it's not as funded as you would have liked it to be right now. Only 19 sold. You need 200 to sell in order to produce it. So they're trying to push this. If you go ahead and purchase and they don't get to that funded, fully 100% funded, you will get refunded the money that you used to go ahead and purchase. There's only a little less than 5 days left in this. Um, I'm not as optimistic as I was initially that this will get funded, but who knows? We could have a quick late push. So if you're interested in that, go ahead to the Discord. There is the links there to go ahead and check it out. And last but not least, they gave another screenshot of Frank on the tractor driving through New Waxchester. If you remember, I went ahead and did a full tour with Lycos and the team of New Waxchester several months ago. This is one of the bridges that's in there. So if you're interested in seeing the New Waxchester as of a few months ago, subject to change, obviously, um, go ahead and check out that video that I have there on my channel. I hope you all like these kind of updates. I am super excited to see more from Farming Tales. I'm glad we're finally to the point where they're adding the product system, because that is the main thing that we've been waiting on in order to get New Accessor up. We knew New Accessor has actually been available for quite some time from a functionality perspective, at least from the touring and the 3D and that side of the house. But the product system is something that's taken a little bit longer because it's very complex to build out. But it's something that you're not going to see on Wax on any other games right now. It's very detailed. It takes to the next level, which is going to be awesome to see. I hope you all enjoy this. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.